I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. It is a major victory for the Obama administration, and our region's Washington representatives did not wait long to react to today's Supreme Court ruling that upholds the individual insurance requirement at the heart of the president's historic federal health care overhaul. In a 5-4 decision, the court rejected arguments that Congress went too far in requiring most Americans to have health insurance or pay a penalty. The decision means the major changes will proceed, ultimately impacting the way millions of Americans receive and pay for their personal medical care. Reaction's been split along party lines. Democrat Congressman Maurice Hinchey applauded the court for, in his words, not allowing politics to interfere with its job of upholding the Constitution, saying the Affordable Care Act will provide the country its greatest health care victory since Medicare and Medicaid. And Democrat Senator Kirsten Gillibrand said the ruling reaffirms the progress being made to ensure that no one can be denied coverage. But Republicans see the president's health care program as a huge tax increase that fails to address rising costs while hurting small business. GOP Congresswoman Nan Hayworth vowed to work with other Republicans to repeal the legislation that she says harms rather than helps patients. And fellow Hudson Valley Republican Congressman Chris Gibson said the health care law, quote, steps on our freedoms. Look for more on the Supreme Court decision and its impact, as well as a further local reaction here at Record Online and in Friday's Times-Herald Record. He had admitted to killing and dismembering the body of his girlfriend back in April of 2011. And in Sullivan County Court this morning, Lars Ryder learned his fate. The 23-year-old Town of Thompson man was sentenced to 25 years in prison with 5 years post-release supervision for his first-degree manslaughter conviction. Ryder had admitted to killing 31-year-old Elizabeth Mucci in the apartment they shared on Fraser Road in Thompson. He then dismembered her body with a hacksaw and dumped the remains in several Sullivan County locations, later using Mucci's credit card to buy supplies to clean up the crime scene. At sentencing, Ryder apologized to the victim's family, saying he'll have to live with his actions for the rest of his life. Mucci's mother, Marianne Indrunis, also spoke in court, saying her faith compels her to forgive and to hope Ryder uses his time behind bars to change his life. He will face up to 5 years in prison when he is sentenced August 23rd for robbing a Sullivan County bank. 52-year-old John Armbruster of Monticello pleaded guilty Wednesday to robbing the Eldred branch of the First National Bank of Jeffersonville, February 17th. Armbruster told the teller he had a gun after handing her a note demanding money. He ran out with about $2,000. After a week of running down leads, Sullivan County Sheriff's deputies identified Armbruster as a person of interest and later arrested him on charges of robbery and grand larceny. Evidence recovered from his room at the Heritage Inn in Monticello reportedly tied him to the crime. Besides the prison time, Armbruster will also have to pay restitution to cover the money that was stolen. The problem-plagued town of Thompson Walmart has gotten a new lease on life now that the State Department of Ag and Markets has ruled that the store is now in compliance with food safety regulations. The decision came following an inspection last Friday where only minor violations were uncovered. Officials had voluntarily surrendered the store's food processing license, covering its bakery and deli sections, while work continued to clean up the building and to bring in a pest control company. The Thompson Walmart had failed 7 prior health inspections dating back to last September, due mainly to a rodent infestation. While the store now has a new license, a Walmart spokesman said they will continue to monitor problem areas. A showdown may be looming in Goshen with word that the special committee formed to investigate the finances and management of Orange County's Valley View nursing home is insisting the county employees testify under oath as part of their probe. Committee members have come up with a witness list that reportedly includes Orange County Executive Ed Diana, who's been pushing for the sale of Valley View to a private operator. In a letter to legislative committee members, County Administration Attorney Richard Golden warned that insisting on sworn testimony could prove counterproductive and could limit the flow of information. Committee is scheduled to hold its first fact-finding session July 10th. And they're giving it another try. Members of the local chapter of the Garden Club of America will take cuttings from the historic Balmville tree in a second attempt to clone the more than 300-year-old tree. It sits at the junction of Balmville Road, River Road, and Commonwealth Avenue in the town of Newburgh. The Garden Club is undertaking the project as part of its upcoming centennial celebration next year. The cloning attempt was first tried in 2009, but the cuttings taken at that time didn't take. Core samples of the tree and eastern cottonwood dated back to 1699. The Balmville tree has been endangered of late, with the loss of limbs and braces needed to hold many of the remaining branches in place. Garden clubbers hope to clone a new tree as a successor. Mother Nature's turning up the heat. Friday will be partly sunny and hot, with high levels of humidity and temperatures reaching the mid-90s. Not much change in the forecast for Saturday, with more sunshine, heat, and humidity, and temperatures again climbing above 90 degrees. Make Record Online your source for breaking news and get caught up on all that's happening by picking up a copy of tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.